yogis? My name's Tori, and today we're going to be going through a liquid spinal class. So whenever you're ready, put on some good music and meet me on your mat. We will start in an extended Tadasana. Feet together, heels slightly apart. Inhale, arms come all the way up, overhead. Pinkies in, thumbs out. Suck the core in and reach up through the side bodies. Close the eyes. Take one giant inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth, let it go. Fingers come down to heart center. Thumbs rest on the sternum. Thumbs rest on the sternum. Take a few moments. Set your intention for class. Why did you step on your mat? To seal the intention, we will take one unified breath. Exhale all the air out of your mouth first. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, push it out. Blink the eyes open as the hands cartwheel all the way through overhead. Gaze up, reach up, shrug through the shoulders. Exhale, take the hands to the low back, elbows to one another. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and slowly gaze up. Use your hands to press your chest further away from your hips. Close your eyes. Relax the neck. Inhale through center. Exhale with the flat back, slowly begin to fold. Maybe bending the knees once the back begins to round. And exhale, folding completely. Take a giant breath in through the nose. Grab the ankles, calves, shins, whatever you can get, and just pull yourself 1 inch deeper. Refer back to the intention you just set. Maybe you already forgot about it. That is wonderful. If not, that's wonderful too. Plant the hands on the shins, mat, or thighs. Inhale, halfway lift. Squeeze the quads. Plant the hands. Step the right foot back. Go ahead, find that right knee. We're going to go right away into a monkey lunge. I like to start by straightening the left knee. Flex the toes. Exhale, sinking low into that right hip. Use your right hand, reach your glute. Feel that it's turned on. If not, squeeze those glutes by squeezing the butt cheeks together. That'll encourage more of a hip flexor stretch. Inhale, right hand overhead, left hand on the hip bone. Exhale, reach up and off to the left. Sink the hips lower. Breathing deeply through the belly. Exhale, plant the right hand down, spinning on to the outer pinky edge of the right foot. Gaze down at the right thumb. You can either wiggle the left foot back to meet the right, or for a challenge, try to extend the left foot out and lift it all the way up. Left arm up. Hold. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring it all the way back up to the top of the mat. Find the right knee once again. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, take the hands to the low back. This time, fingertips are going to point upwards. Drop the head, back bend. Make sure that right glute is turned on. You can keep the right hand on it to make sure it's firm. We want to protect our low back by engaging the glute. That is going to give us a little extra room, a little extra space in our low back. Inhale through center. Exhale, straighten the left leg. Take the hands to the hips. Slowly begin to fold. Half splits. Both hands on the inside edge of the left foot. Inhale, lift it up to the left. Shoot it back. Hold. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower it down to the right. Wiggle out the hips, left and right. Maybe finding some big circles, maybe just touching the mat with your hips. Whatever feels good for you. Go ahead and play with it. Maybe try something a little goofy. When you're ready, coming back to center. Exhale, slowly begin to drop the belly, lift the hips. At the same time, you're going to squeeze those glutes super hard. So same concept, you can reach back, feel your glutes, make sure they're firmed. This is going to help encourage the low back to go into a little bit more of a pelvic tilt. At the same time, you're going to pull the shoulder blades together and down. So you're pulling the crown of your head away from your shoulders. And then you're going to look up. Inhale, begin to round for your cat pose. At the top, squeeze the glutes. And this time, we're going to press the mat away. So we're pressing our weight back. Exhale for cow. Same concept. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the shoulders together and down. Close the eyes. This time, try to dip your hip to your shoulder like you're wagging your tail. Last 2. And 1. Keep the wag as you begin to round through the spine to find your cat. Wagging your tail. Wagging your shoulders. 3, 2. Using your hands to press your shoulders further towards the back of your mat. Last 1. Inhale through center, neutral spine. Find a few more big circles. Notice how your spine feels now than compared to before we did those cat-cows. And shoot the hips high for your first down dog. If you have shoulder pain or some impingements from scar tissue, I want you to, instead of taking your index fingers forward, splay them out more. So almost your thumbs are forward. This is going to encourage more external rotation of your shoulders. It's just going to give you a little more space. It might be a little more comfortable. If it's not comfortable, that's fine. Go back to the way you were doing it. I have an impingement in my right shoulder from playing volleyball, so I like to take my right hand a little further out than most people typically do. Roll up onto the tiptoes, hop, step, jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, and fold. Roll up, nice and slow. Extend the arms. Exhale, cactus the hands. We're going to pull the shoulders together and down. Squeeze the glutes super hard. And we're just going to take a nice, gentle back bend. Inhale through center. Interlace all 10 fingers. Release the index fingers. Shoot the arms high once again. The shoulders are going to frame your ears. You're going to reach even higher out of your sides. Reach, reach, reach. Squeeze the glutes and tip off to the right. Close the eyes. Maybe lift the right toes. 2. And 1. We're going to take it down. A big circle through center. All the way up. Feet step back together. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. Cross the opposite hand on top so it's as if you're holding your own hand. Knit the ribs in by engaging the core. Reach even higher, and then exhale off to the left. Close the eyes, squeeze the glutes. Core engaged. Lift the left toes. 3, 2, and 1. Taking it the opposite circle through center and up on the right. Release the grip. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the hands. Hop, step, jump back. Roll forward. Slowly on the count of 5, lower to your low plank. 3, 2, 1. Flip over the toes. Inhale, press up, dog. Tuck the chin, press the back of the head to the back wall, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, roll over the toes, down dog. Woo! Breathing deeply. Inhale, right toes go high. Exhale, knee to nose. Step the right foot through the palms. Lower down to the left knee. Hands to hips. Straighten the right foot, flex the toes. Then put a bend back in the knee. Sink it low for monkey. Grab that left glute. Make sure it's nice and turned on. Gonna encourage a little more hip flexor mobility with it on. So the idea of the glute being on and giving our hip flexors more mobility, that is the concept of reciprocal inhibition. So just as we straighten our arm, okay, we are engaging our tricep to do so, and that encourages further relaxation of the bicep. Same with the opposite motion. When you bring your hand up to your shoulder, your bicep is turning on, which is telling your tricep to relax. So the opposite of our glute is going to be our hip flexor, triceps, biceps, quads, hamstrings. Inhale, the left arm up, right hand to right hip. Keep those left glutes on. Dip off to the right. Gaze up or down. Just encouraging the hips to go a little lower. Maybe taking it off to the side a little more. Should be a very intense stretch in the front of your hip flexor and side bodies. Inhale, straighten up. Hands to hips. Flex the foot towards your face. And slowly begin to fold. I like to tuck my toes behind me. It helps me find a little more stability. Always breathing into the stretch. Never holding the breath. Inhale, bend the knee. Hands come to the low back. Fingers can be up or down. I prefer up in this particular pose. Inhale to neutral. Exhale, slowly lower as the glutes turn on. We're going to look back. And breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale through center. Plant the hands on the inside of that right foot. We're going to take our left pinky toe down as our hips come up just slightly. Maybe wiggling it back to the left foot, or maybe extending the right leg out and then up. Maybe taking the right arm up, holding here for 3. Flex the toes. 2, core engaged. And 1, slowly bring it back to the front. Step it down. Woo. Take the right hand inside the right foot. We're gonna lift the right foot up, extend it to the side, and straight back. So set up for some good positioning. Point the toes. Engage the core for a neutral pelvis. 3, 2, and 1. Set it down, sway it out. Left and right. Maybe finding some big circles. Woo! Whatever feels good. So now that our spines are nice and warmed up, let's try something fun. We're going to be going through what is called a spinal wave. I think it's not really an official yogi term, but it's fun. Okay, plant the hands. We're going to stay with our knees on the ground first. We're going to roll forward like we're going into our low chaturanga. Bend the elbows back. And we're just going to start by pulling ourselves up into an up dog. Your mat might come with you, that's fine. So in this up dog, I want you to tuck your toes, squeeze the shoulder blades together and down. Look up. So I want you to try to keep your upper spine exactly how it is. Okay? We're going to shift our heels back, sending the hips high, straightening out the arms, coming high up onto the tiptoes, creating as much of a C shape in your spine as you can, rolling through the low, the mid, the upper spine, lowering down, lowering the hips, pushing back, pushing the hips up, bending the knees. Coming high onto the tiptoes, rolling forward. It's kind of a feel you have to practice. Bend the knees, hips high. Roll forward. Chaturanga. Bend the knees. Inhale, up dog, bend the knees. Push back, down dog. Take this down dog and just give it a few breaths. Maybe fix your mat if you need. Knees down. Child's pose. Breathe deeply into your child's pose. Toes together, knees wide. If you need a little extra support in your spine, take the knees a little closer and rest your chest on the tops of your thighs. Allow the forehead to connect to the mat. Spread the fingers wide and splay the fingers towards the outside edges of your mat to encourage a little more opening in the shoulders. And sink the chest lower with your exhales. Inhale, reaching the spine a little longer. And exhale, pushing the chest even deeper. Inhale, slowly roll forward onto your knees. Take the hands forward to the top of your mat. Hips are going to come above your knees. And you're just going to melt the chest down. So here, just try to activate the core so you're putting the bend in your shoulders instead of your low back. Notice the different stretch. So if you release the core, you might have a vertebrae that tends to dump and put all your weight into. Just turn the abs on and just allow your chest to melt. You might not get this close to the mat, that's okay. I just really want you to focus the stretch in the armpits. Maybe if you're there, you can connect your forehead down to the mat. If you're like, Tori, this is way too easy, go ahead, connect your chin to the mat. So the idea is that one day you will be able to Bring the chest completely flat. Maybe take the feet a little back. So once your chest has melted onto the mat, if it is there, if it's going to get there, you're going to take your feet a little further back, tuck the toes. Maybe see if you can straighten the legs. Bend the knees. Press it back into a child's pose. Take a few breaths, maybe take the knees together to encourage a little more rounding, a little more relaxation of the spine. Here is where we will be ending class tonight. So if you'd like to hit a Shavasana, go ahead, roll onto your backs. Hi, Garth. Take the feet together, hands wide. Hi, Dobby. Supta Baddha Konasana, feet together, knees wide. Toes out, heels in. Take the next few moments for you. No matter what happens, whatever is going on in your life, you deserve this time for yourself. I think taking time for yourself is one of the most selfless things you can do at a time like this. You are actively trying to make yourself the best version of yourself possible, so you are more pleasant to be around for others. Thank you for taking this time with me today. Have a good rest of your night, day, whatever. Namaste.